Hey everyone, welcome back to. Oh, I forgot.
Phone a friend
What are we doing
news.
again?
It's the thing
Oh,
we
phone a
do
friend
once a week.
news. He's actually my. Ironically enough, close. He's the closest thing. I think of him as a brother.
Yeah.
Um, long story. We won't go into that now. But anyway, welcome to Phone a Friend News, the Ambassadors of Gaming. I am one of your two hosts, Ambassador Chris,
And I'm Ambassador Michael.
and we have news
Of course we do.
about games.
Because
And
that's
if
what
you
we do.
tuned in for that, you're in the right place. If you didn't,
Sorry. That's what you're getting.
sorry. You can leave if you want. Don't leave,
Please don't.
please.
We need more than 3 views a week.
Please. Watch my head just turn like 360 degrees. Look at.
We'll do
Look at
stupid
all right.
challenge videos if we must.
I'll show you
I'm just
something
kidding,
really
I'm just doing that.
stupid, okay? Before we get into news.
Okay.
I take it almost everyone that watches this is a nerd, and I don't mean that in a derogatory way. Nerds are cool. Nerds are awesome. Um, but my favorite Marvel movie is Captain America: The Winter Soldier.
Mm-hmm.
So I figured I'm gonna order a pop figure, and I love his outfit in that. I'm gonna order a pop figure of Captain America from
here
Winter
we go.
Soldier, and I did. And I'm finicky about everything, and I hate ordering pop figures online because every once in a while, when you're in a store, you see the one that's like where the paint's fucked up or something is just messed up. And sure enough, Captain America's head is freaking crooked.
Hey, you alright there, Captain?
Right? It looks like someone invited him out and he's like, see, you're doing it right now.
Yeah.
You did it. He's like, yeah.
Or he's like a dog when you ask it a question and it's trying to understand what you're saying and it's like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah. I have a lot of toys on this desk. Maybe once per video I'll show you a toy. I'm a nerd.
Too many
I
toys I don't
have-
play with.
Ooh. Here's my favorite. This is a Japanese figurine. Like the real deal. It's like labeled Pocket Monsters.
Yeah.
It is of my favorite Pokemon, Gallade.
Yeah.
That's my favorite. I also have one of Rhyperior. He is also one of my favorites. I think he's a boss. I always name my Rhyperiors Brutus.
Brutus
because he looks like a brute. And then I name my Gallades either Link or Lancelot. And if I had a shiny one, I would name it Arcblade.
Ooh.
Little Destiny reference.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah. Okay. I babble.
Now on to news.
Now on to news.
Yay! So, let's go with the first thing here.
You want me to talk about the console?
Yeah, let's talk more Nintendo fucking rumors because we haven't heard enough of those.
Okay. Well, actually, this is something a little different. It's not. I mean, it's a little. People aren't really sure how to take it, but apparently, Nintendo's next supposedly has a next gen handheld in the works. But the thing is, it's not very clear as to what it is, whether it's a handheld console or whether it's something else. So, and it's codenamed the MH.
Mm-hmm.
And someone thinks it stands for mass hype. I think that's funny.
Yeah.
Mass. But I won't quote the article, but basically goes into depth about how whatever there's evidence that something in the works in the line of a handheld is being made by Nintendo. But what people aren't sure about is whether it's this supposed NX configuration, because if you know anything about the NX news, you know that it's supposedly, this is still rumor and speculation, it's supposedly both a home console and a portable one. Mm-hmm. So the analogy they use in this is that they're not sure if it's its own handheld or if it is similar to the way if you own Super Smash Bros. For the 3DS and you own it for the Wii U, you can use your 3DS as a controller if you're used to the button configuration on the 3DS, which is what I do. I can't stand using that damn gamepad.
Same.
But personally, I don't think it's I don't I think it's just a controller. Um, or at least I'm hoping it is. I don't think it'd be a new flagship handheld. If it is, it's not coming out for a while.
Yeah,
Um, Nintendo does this thing. The thing they did with the new 3DS, making certain games that don't even need to be on it exclusive to it, like Earthbound and Link to the Past. You don't need it. You don't need to be on the new 3DS, but they make you. It's the only way they can do to sell them.
exactly.
I don't think that they would screw us over that bad. Hey, just bought a new 3DS. Guess what? It's obsolete. Here's this.
Mm. Well, it depends how this goes about. It does say in the financial report that it's a next generation portable game console, and it refers to the NX as next generation game console. So it could be the controller, the portable part of the system. And then again, this is the first time we're hearing about that with all the rumors, and it's supposed to be coming out next year in March. I feel like we would have heard something more about it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like maybe we would have heard more about it. I mean, if we hear more about it, then it's probably true. Like, if more rumors start coming out in the next, couple months, then I believe it. But this is the first inkling we have of it, and it's really just from a financial report. It's not even like an official thing from Nintendo. So,
Also another thing, the Nintendo DS, the very first one, was considered part of the Game Boy line.
yeah,
That's just what it was considered. But I think that the way games are designed on the 3D on the DS, just in general, is very well done.
mm,
They utilize both screens really well. I think it makes handheld gaming way easier because it makes sense. You don't have all that screen real estate to use. So what are you gonna do? Are you gonna clutter one tiny screen, or are you
yeah,
gonna, that second screen really helps. So I don't think that they're going. I think if they do come out with another console, it's going to be another 3DS. If they did, it'd be another DS or some sort of upgrade in the line. But I really doubt we're going to see anything like that soon. The 3DS is still it's still in its prime. They have no shortage of games at all, both on the
true.
online marketplace and in the and just in physical copies that aren't on the marketplace.
eShop, yeah.
Um, Normally, like you would see, kind of like with the PS Vita, you'd see kind of just the game slowly kind of just disappear.
Yeah,
Um, if you were like toward the end of the 360 and PS3's lifespan, and I know they're still in their lifespan, but when they were the new console, games kind of started to slow down as people were starting to produce for the newer consoles, as
yeah,
opposed to that at the time current generation hardware. But that's just me.
yeah.
I think it's just a controller. I could also see maybe like an even cheaper model of the 2DS, like something that plays like almost like think of it like something you'd give to a toddler to play a platformer on.
True. Yeah, it could be that.
I
Could
could
be just
totally
a
see it.
simpler version of the DS. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. I find it interesting that Nintendo hasn't gone out of the way yet to say when they're actually gonna announce anything about the NX. Like
That's smart of them. I doubt they even know when they're going to do that.
they announced the release month, but they didn't announce like what it is. It's so fucking weird.
It's not going to release. I'm telling you. It's not.
I still think
I'm
they're gonna hit
still
it.
calling it that it is not going to release in March.
I think March is a great time to put it out. Honestly,
It probably is, but I still don't think it's going to happen. I think it's going to get delayed.
I think it's gonna. I have faith. I have faith in it.
Honestly, I'd not be mad if it was delayed.
Mm.
Um, the
Eh,
Wii U was a disaster. The Wii U
true.
was an absolute train wreck. It is going down in history as the worst selling console, passing up
Mm.
the Virtual Boy.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
Passing up
It
the Virtual
that's
Boy.
in comparison to the time on the market, right?
Yeah, that's accounting for the time in the market. If you do the multiplying or whatever, if you would take the Wii U sales now and divide them out to how long the NX was in was in sale, it would have sold less than or not the NX, then the Virtual Boy was in sale, it would have sold less. Um, so I really hope that they take their time. I would love to see Nintendo actually enter. I know this is going to sound bad, but enter the no. I was going to say real gaming, but Nintendo is real gaming. It's gaming. Enter
Mm.
the you know
Like
what I'm trying to get at. I
bigger
don't want to.
graphics, open world, that you can kind of.
I guess you could say enter the generation.
Yeah,
I feel like
exactly.
the Wii U is closer to on par with maybe the specs of a 360 or a PS3.
It felt
I'd
like
love
a
to see
half
them
step.
enter. Yeah, I'd love to see them enter the generation. I want to see them enter the generation with a force. I want them to like, here is our competitor to the Xbox One and to the PlayStation 4. So, Nintendo, if you are watching, I know you're not, but if you are, take your time, make it awesome.
Yeah, please do.
Please do. I will buy your console in a minute. I promise.
True.
Uh,
We want to believe. We're from Cleveland, where none of our sports teams win, but we believe they have a shot at the championship every year. So I think I
we
can
have
believe in
LeBron,
Nintendo. We had LeBron, and then we lost LeBron. He went and won some
and then we got
championships,
back.
and then he came back.
He
So
said, "Y'all good?"
he goes, even if I didn't win any, I still got a couple rings. Not with you guys, but good enough.
Right.
So I want to move on to the next piece of news, but
Games with
what'd you say?
games with gold.
No, I moved that back. I'm gonna put that in like flash newsy kind of stuff because it's just kind of a
What?
one hit thing. Yeah, we're gonna talk about games with gold, but not right now. So you know how people when the Division came out, it was Division and Destiny, right?
Yeah,
Like that's their rivalry thing right now, right? So Battleborn came out. Have you even seen anything about Battleborn? Do you know what that is?
I've seen some gameplay.
It's they got like 34 characters or some weird ass shit that you just go and play missions with your friends or whatever, right? At least from what I understand. I didn't get into it. I'm not gonna buy it. Whatever. But now it's this comparison due to the art styling and kind of the online part that Battleborn is in comparison to Overwatch. And Battleborn is made by Gearbox, which is the people that make Borderlands and I don't know what the hell else do they make. They make Colonial Marines, which is not a good mark on the record. But anyways, so it's Gearbox going up against Activision and Blizzard. That just does not look good. Like, you just kind of don't want to go head to head with Activision or Blizzard. Like they're like
Don't they make World of Warcraft?
Activision. Their official company name on the stock market is Activision Blizzard. So I'm not quite sure if Activision owns Blizzard or Blizzard and Activision are like one company that like merged together at some point. But so Overwatch is the one of the, I don't know how to put this in the right way. It's a Blizzard game that's coming to consoles, right? It's releasing today. I've seen a lot of people, they like it. It's an online, just kind of arena shooter. You just go in, you just shoot the shit out of people. There's a story there for those who like want it. It's kind of like a Titanfall thing, but there's no like playlist or anything for it. You just kind of go in and shoot the shit out of people.
Mm.
But both of these games take an interesting concept to the way they put out characters and maps and things like that. Battleborn released a new character today or yesterday. I need to read the date on this article. I'm sorry. Today.
What do you think they did that to spite the Overwatch people?
Yes. They did that because they need to make headlines while Overwatch comes out so that way they can stay relevant.
Makes sense.
Fair enough. When you're going toe to toe with Activision, you got to do something. So they released a new character named Alani. She came out today for people that have the deluxe edition or the season pass, and people that played the beta on PS4. They got it today. If you don't have any of those, then she comes out for free May 31st by spending in-game currency 47,500 or by using a hero key. I don't know what the fuck that means because I don't play the game. but it's free. And now I don't know if the rest of their characters or maps are free. I'm assuming not, seeing how there's a season pass. But Overwatch, on the other hand, has
This is the cool thing.
the
If it's
yeah, they
don't go ahead, tell them.
kind of have the opposite mentality, right? So you unlock stuff in Battleborn for free, right? And then you buy characters and maps, at least from what I understand. Overwatch, you can buy your upgrades, but all the characters and maps are going to be free. They're like completely opposite. So, but the thing is, the microtransactions aren't things that you need. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to buy the microtransactions. It's like anything else. You don't have to buy them. If you want to progress quicker, I guess you can. But that really... And when people talk about this, that's the fee-to-pay stuff. You buy the $60 game, then you got to pay more to advance faster, that kind of stuff. It's... Like, it really is only relevant for the first couple of weeks. And then after that, who gives a shit? You know what I mean? Because there's those people that, the hardcore people that play it and grind and grind and grind, they're most likely not going to spend any money on it anyways. And they're going to get all their unlocks for all the characters they want. And they're going to be just fine. So, these are really only for, I guess, people that jump in super late. You know what I mean? Like, maybe somebody picks Overwatch up next year. Right? Then you're like, well, shit, I'm so far behind. And you can spend a couple bucks and get, like, some of these upgrade things. And they're like the chests from Black Ops 3. But I don't know, like, how much you get or what. But they're, like, not terribly priced. Like, you get 2 for $2. That's not bad. 5 for $5. 11 for 10. 24 for 20. And 50 for 40. Somebody's gonna buy the 50 for 40. People do it. People are crazy. They like to spend the money on that shit. But,
and some people have their mom's credit card linked.
True. Those damn kids.
I watched a rage thing of a dude that was streaming.
Mm-hmm.
He was streaming Dota, and his mother walked into his room and absolutely freaked out on him because he spent like $400 on her credit card on Dota.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Like, if you're gonna do that shit, don't get caught.
You shouldn't do that shit at all.
You shouldn't. You spend $5 here or there, it's alright. You know, your parents expect you to try to sneak shit out like that. They've come to expect it. But you're spending $400, you deserve an ass whooping.
And $400 makes me wonder when, like, where he crossed the line of like, I should probably watch what I spend to screw it. It makes me wonder where that line was
crossed. Probably after
like
the first 100, he was like,
at how much money?
It. Or he could have been that. He could have just like put it all in like a cart and been like, $400. That sounds reasonable. Click, done.
Oh my gosh. That's a lot of money. People don't realize, like, I have a Surface 3, and the Surface 3 itself was $500. Like,
yeah,
that is a lot of money to burn on an online game.
Yeah. They So, anyways, but so
I could buy enough crack to kill someone with $400.
So this.
Oh my gosh! Not that I'm gonna do that, but
like, I don't feel that bad about it. Like, most people get mad as fuck about microtransactions, right? They're like, stupid as ruining gaming and shit. And I'm like, this shit, it don't matter. It doesn't really matter. It's really only there so that the people that buy it, they can use the people that buy it to pay for the people to make new characters and maps to give to everybody else for free. So
yeah,
I'm cool with that.
My thing my thing is similar. Microtransactions, I don't like the buy to win. I do not like the buy to win, where you put things that you absolutely need for the gameplay or things that make the gameplay way easier.
Yeah.
That you have to buy them. I think that is not right. But then you have things like you have Destiny's emotes.
Yeah,
Like
no,
you
you
don't
didn't.
need those. You have those packages where you can get certain armor. Like it's you don't need that armor. It's not going to kill
No,
you if you don't have it. It's not everything you need is in game.
true.
Um, like microtransactions like that I think are fine. If you want to
Yeah,
spend that money to get the Hotline Bling dance
you go
like I
for it.
did, I have no regrets.
You just do you.
I do
Um,
me. But
but
yeah.
like the level up one, like the one where it's like, what is it, like $30 to hit level 30 or 20 or some shit like that?
Oh
It's
yes.
like asinine how much
If
they want for it.
if you ever played if you played Destiny when the Taken King was first released, um, with the Taken King update, they gave you. Excuse me, I have an itch on my head. With the Taken King update, they gave you something called a Spark of Light. And
Oh.
what this did was they were trying to encourage people to play more, so they gave you something to get your character up to level
20 or 25, I
it was
think.
level 25. Yeah, the Spark of
Yeah.
Light let you get your character up to 25 instantly, and you could start the Taken King campaign right there. It was kind of an advertisement for one way. You have um, just encouraging you to level up another character. And then two, for people that kind of got their friends to go on Destiny and they're like, oh, well, I want to play with you now. I don't want to have to wait.
Yeah.
So they would just level up to 25 so that they can just play the Taken King story right there. You can buy that Spark of Light, but it is $35.
Yeah. And it's specific to your character class.
What do you mean?
Like there's a warlock one, a hunter one, and a titan one, and it's basically
Oh,
all like the pre-order bonus. You know how you get like the whatever it was, the class item. You get like you basically get all that shit, but you have to buy it for those individual classes. You don't just get to buy one package. There's a hunter package, a warlock package, and a titan package. So
mm,
like if you fuck up and you buy one for a character you don't like, sucks to be you. Like might as well get used to it. You're playing that character now. Um,
um,
what was I gonna
you
say?
know,
Oh, real quick, we didn't talk about it. That there's the leaked Destiny expansion. What the fuck's it called?
oh yeah, Rise of Irons.
Yeah, Rise of Irons. It's supposed to.
Rise of Irons.
It's supposedly has the Fallen reboot that they were originally gonna put in House of Wolves.
With House of Wolves.
But to be fair, it's everybody else's fault for once.
Yeah,
Bungie was gonna do it, and then everybody's like, "Crota raid's stupid. It's just a mock of Atheon." And they're like, "Fuck you
the
guys, then you get no raid."
the Crota raid. I personally like the Crota raid.
I
I
do too.
think it's fun. It's a nice change. I think it is very short. It is basically the Atheon raid, but it is very short. It is like super short.
Yeah, but I thought
Um,
it was well played out for the first couple times you do it, and then after hard mode came out, because the hard mode was like it came out like 2 weeks, 3 weeks after the original one came out.
yeah,
So they gave you a reason to actually do it, and hard mode was significantly different in the way you had to play it.
yeah.
So
Um, I personally like King's Fall. I
yeah,
like the way King's Fall does it. I like it because there's an equal amount of puzzles and in combat.
yeah,
It's not just. I feel like in the Atheon raid, there's almost all of it is puzzles.
I'm fine with that.
I mean that's fine if that's your thing. Um, and then in Crota, I feel like it's almost all fighting. All Crota aside. Let's see, you have
The maze,
the Thrall maze. Yeah, that's all combat.
the bridge,
Um, the bridge is combat. Um,
the little thingy after the bridge, the singers,
Death Singer's combat.
and then
There
Crota.
wasn't Crota combat. And then in King's Fall you have the shooting platforms puzzle. You have the jump ship puzzle, and then at the same time you also have little jumping puzzles here and there, along with the combat in the beginning, the combat at the totems, where you run back and forth. You have the combat at the War Priest and at Golgoroth, and it works, and the Sisters. So, I can see what they mean. If you compare the Crota raid to the others in that aspect, it really seems like kind of the crappier of the three.
I guess. I still think the Crota one's
Black
my
Ops
favorite. I
games.
just had the most fun with it. I like
Definitely,
Atheon too. I like Kingsfall
Particularly
probably the least,
Black Ops
if I have
Zombies.
to
I
be
did play
honest.
World at War Zombies,
But,
but Black Ops Zombies.
Yeah, that leak had what the fuck
That
was his
was
name? The guy from
fun.
Iron Banner.
And as soon
on
as
the
it
front of
hits
with a
the
bunch of like fallen
as soon as it
skin.
hits the
Yeah,
Lord Saladin.
that's his name. I haven't played Destiny in a while. I don't remember.
Sorry, what was the last
three-
thing?
As
And
soon
then,
as it hits the
Destiny
360
2 apparently
download
in
marketplace, I'm going to
2017.
be a
Let's
happy
just hope
camper.
they don't fuck this up and release
I already tried.
this in the fall, which they most
Anyways, I found
likely
the
do.
original source article
Right.
I was talking
So this comes out in the
about.
fall. That's the first DLC we've
So
got
what I
in
guess
a
what
year.
happened here is a bunch of people
For the love of fuck,
quit
do not
Infinity Ward
release
originally
Destiny
in
2 in
2010
the fall of
when, Modern
2017.
Warfare 2 got
Please
released.
release
And
it before
then-
then.
So
Otherwise,
26
people are going to be
left, and
pissed.
38
All right, they made it
employees filed a
clear
lawsuit against
that
Activision for royalties
they made it
and
clear
alleges that
that
they were
the
held
characters
accountable
you make in Destiny are there for your whole Destiny career, and that includes the next Destiny game.
Mhm.
So
probably
I would
what
like to
happened is
see
they had to solve all
some
those lawsuits,
things that you
fire those
earn
people, whatever.
in
Shitty as
this
that
expansion
You
come
never
with
know.
you
What the
to,
most story is, because we usually only ever hear the people
to Destiny 2, or maybe just a
Well,
few things.
Well, Destiny 2 is just going to be an expansion.
Why? No, they confirmed that it's a disc. It's going to be its own disc.
more or less.
Well,
Did I
yeah,
tell you
but
about what
it
somebody
still
said
has
when
to
I was
run
in,
on the same
one of those
servers
PAX
then.
panels? It's relevant.
Yeah,
to
but what I'm saying is it's
They were
not just
talking
going
about the
to
process of, game
be an update
development
to
and how
Destiny. It is its
they
own
hire
game.
people, and then
Well, yeah, I
before
believe
they
that,
get the
but I
money
also
for the
feel like
game,
when you buy that
and
disc,
then
all the
they
previous
get the money
DLC
for
is
the
going to be
game,
on
they
it
start
too.
making the game. Sometimes they have to hire more people in.
You know what I mean?
To
They're
meet
not
the
going to give
pretty
you
sure-
Destiny 2 and
let
then be
people
like,
know
fuck
once the
you,
game's
you don't
complete
get any
and
of the
that
other
kind of
shit.
No, I
that's
think
more or
you're
less how it
misunderstanding.
goes.
It's a
Unless
to-
you're
it's a
having
it's a
money
it's its
machine.
own
You can just
game.
go, "Oh, money
It is
machine.
separate
Please
from
give me money."
Destiny.
Oh,
Okay,
well, yeah,
thank
then
you.
they're going to
And then I go
fuck you
make my
and you're
game.
not going to be able to bring
And somebody
shit
just
with you.
gladly
Well, no,
says
I'm not
on the
asking
other
to
side
bring
of the corner,
armor or
they're just
anything.
like,
I'm
"So
asking
if you
just
look
like
at
maybe
Activision,
just certain things that you
we're
earn,
Blizzard." And I was like,
You get nothing.
Yeah,
maybe
no,
some
right.
sort of perk, or
Yeah, they're
maybe
just like,
say the
"Oh, magic money
factions stay
machine.
there.
We need
Maybe
to make
whatever
money.
your reputation with
Here's
the
a bunch of money.
factions
Thank you.
you keep, or you keep a fraction of
That
it.
cracked me up.
Stuff like that.
It's
Those
going to
But,
be like
yeah.
year 2
fucking
all
money.
over again, and it's going to be
Activision has
shit,
so
and
much
people are going to
money,
be
it's
mad.
ridiculous. Like they,
Yeah,
Remember
I
when
was
year
too-
2
not
came
last
out,
year or
and
2
everybody was
years ago.
pissed that
Either
they couldn't
last year
upgrade
or
their
2
guns
years ago,
anymore?
their financial reported that they
I
made
had a really
$4.3
cool year
billion.
one hunter. He looked so cool. I care a lot about aesthetics in Destiny. My current hunter looks pretty badass.
Are you fucking
Um,
kidding me?
They really
Okay, but
screwed the
we
so
system
have
up.
much
we've
money.
branched this off
Holy
way too
shit.
far. We were
Yeah.
talking about microtransactions.
Ridiculous, dude.
True.
But anyway, going
One
back to
thing
what
I
we
do
were,
not
people
like
probably
about Call
have
of
turned
Duty
off
is
the
those-
video
or
by
not the
now.
Call of Duty, it's the news Call of Duty.
Sorry, if
I
you're
don't
still
like
here, we
that they
appreciate
got
your
rid
patience.
of the one-hit melee.
So basically,
Yeah,
that's kind of all we
I
have
agree,
really on
it does kinda
Overwatch.
suck.
I wouldn't mind
Well, now people
playing
just
it.
use
Maybe
combat
get
knives. Now you just have assholes running around with
have a
fucking
copy
combat
sent to me
knives.
for review.
It's the
I
worst
doubt
shit.
it'll happen.
Write an email to Activision.
That and they
see
did
what
ruin
happens.
it.
Yeah,
They
dude,
ruined
my
Gunfall
my
when they
my
added
Mac
these,
Pro, my
have you seen
$10,000
the
Mac
one-hit
Pro
pistols yet?
review kit's coming in here soon.
Those one-shot pistols. you can
Watch
get
out.
now, but you
Send
can only get them from the
Activision
black market.
a picture of all
Oh,
the
wow.
Call of Duty games
That's
you
crappy.
own,
How much
and then
ammo
be
do I
like,
have?
please send
Like
reviews.
10. You can get them akimbo.
Please send review copies.
Yeah. If you guys want,
All the-
I've been thinking
all the
about doing
pistols-
game
all the
reviews.
pistols can be akimboed,
From
so,
a
like-
not some
do.
more of
Yeah,
a
it is.
gameplay
So you just have
aspect.
some asshole running around with these, like, they're
If
basically
you guys
mini
like that,
fucking
leave me a
crossbows.
comment. Let me know.
So they just
I would
run
do
around
them.
with them
It's
and they're
just I
like,
feel like
you're dead. One
because
punch shot,
generally
you're dead.
speaking, I go through
Doesn't matter if
games
you get hit
faster
in the
than
chest,
you.
the foot, whatever.
I
you're
just
fucking dead.
generally
Yes, you
purchase
do.
more games and then beat the
I
shit
was
out
like,
of
I
them,
really
and then
wish
I
you
put them
wouldn't have
aside
done
and
that.
never touch them again.
Because that was really shitty.
But I just feel like by the
The
time
melee
I'm
weapons
done
were
with it,
fine when
because
they
I
added
don't
swords
do
and
review
bats
copies,
and whatever, like,
that
that's fine.
I
But,
put
like,
it out there and it's already too
Well, I
late.
hate guns.
You know what I mean? Like if I put it out like
Kinda
a
not
week or two
cool, guys.
afterwards, is it still relevant?
Like
know?
they added the
So, that's
Annihilator,
the
and
only
I
reason
thought
I
that was
haven't done them.
cool.
Otherwise,
For like
I would. I just don't feel like
Well,
they're
yeah,
as
that's a
relevant and
super,
people
though.
won't actually
that's a
give a shit.
super, yeah.
This is just a
So
just a
Yeah.
gun.
So,
All right, why don't we move on
No, it's
from
Donkey
microtransactions?
in the shape of a gun.
okay, let's
The
move
fire's
to Flash
Donkey
news
do.
stuff then.
Everything about it
Okay,
is
lots
Donkey
of little
It's
stuff.
not okay.
Yes.
Now that
Would
I'm
you take
finished
the,
talking about animal
the lead
excrement,
here with the games with gold?
That
real
is
quick?
all the articles we
Games
have
with
today.
gold,
Do me a favor, let me know
yay!
in the comments. I got a
Okay.
camera arm and
So
I've
this
got this new
coming
camera
month-
angle, so now I can sit closer to my computer.
What do
and
we
you can
have
see
here?
some of my apartment.
Goat
Isn't it
Simulator,
pretty?
which I'm gonna
Just let me know
download.
what you think about it,
Goat Sim.
please.
Goat
Talk
Sim
to
is
me.
fun.
The Crew, which is
No,
a
I'm just kidding.
racing game.
All right.
Give us a
I've
reason to live.
never played it. I might.
Just kidding.
I
I
might give
wasn't
it a
gonna
shot.
take
I don't
it
really
that
like racing
far.
games, though, to be honest with
But,
you.
Attention,
anyway,
please.
Super Meat Boy.
you done?
Super
Yeah, I'm done.
Meat Boy is
Some
great.
people are
I'm
pumped
Ambassador
for.
Chris.
I'm
And
Ambassador Michael.
XCOM Enemy
And
Unknown.
we'll see you next time. Bye.
Goodbye.
I never played XCOM either. I heard XCOM 2 is better than XCOM, but I might download it and play it for a minute just to see what it's about.
Yeah, I haven't played any. I've watched a lot of Goat Simulator. I wouldn't mind playing it. You can like summon a satanic goat
Sure.
like through ritual. Why? And it's so broken. It's purposely broken.
Goat Sim is great.
It's so broken.
It's so stupid. I love it.
It is. You are quite literally a goat, and you just go on a rampage around the city, just doing whatever you want. When you even touch a body, it goes flying,
It's great.
and it's just like the graphics all jiggle up and whatever. It's a mess. It's so.
It's one of those games where like I knew it was stupid and I still paid $10 for it and I wasn't even
Yeah,
mad about it.
It's one of those games where it's designed to be broken. I don't know if you've ever played Christmas Shopping Simulator.
Nah.
Oh my gosh, that game's broken too. That game is so broken.
I think what happened is they like released it in beta or whatever or early access on Steam, and then due to just how fucked up the game was and how badly it was done, people were like, "This is fucking hilarious," and they're like, "Well, fuck it, let's just not finish the game and put it out like this," and it sold fucking ridiculous amounts of copies. So
It's so fun, it really is. But anyway, so there's not really much to talk about that. It's just kind of there's your games with gold.
they're there.
If you actually own an Xbox One, I know there's not many.
There's
I'm one of the few
like 15 million people that own an Xbox One at least.
compared to the cajillion on PS4.
41.
Yeah.
Anyways.
So more than double.
Yeah.
That's swell.
But we're not going to talk about that right now.
We won't talk about it.
Xbox
dug their own grave.
True.
But
But
what's next?
the Division update. So, me and you, we both got out of the Division for a while. We haven't played it. You haven't played it since the first Incursion dropped. I haven't played
I haven't
since
played
after
it
it came out.
since like a week before the first Incursion came out. I haven't touched it.
Yeah, and I haven't played it since like the week it came out. So, and that's just because I've been busy playing other shit. Like, I just wanted to play other games. That's why I stopped playing it. Which I guess is good because apparently it was broke as fuck for a couple weeks.
After the Incursion?
Yeah, after the Incursion update, there was another update they put out that apparently just fucked a whole bunch of stuff up in the game. So they were like, well, we're not going to update it yet because we're just going to update it with this other update that's coming out in like a week, and it's just going to be a massive update. So they put out the new update, 1.2, and these are the... I'm going to read some of the patch notes here. The new features: new incursion, Clear Sky. Clear Sky is a new incursion available in Columbus Circle. You must be level 30. The encounter is for 4 teams with high level gear. Hard mode is available on the 24th. Challenge mode will be made available the week after 1.2 launches. There's 4 new gear sets. I'm not going to read them because it's a lot of reading. Sealed cache. Named and elite enemies in the Dark Zone can now drop sealed caches that contain mystery items. Sealed caches need to be extracted, just like regular loot. There are 4 qualities: specialized, superior, high-end. Stash and Dark Zone checkpoints. Player stashes are now available in every Dark Zone checkpoint. Checkpoint stash should eliminate the need for fast travel to your base of operations to collect your loot. Very good, because that got annoying as shit. Isaac assignment. The Isaac assignment will be available to players at level 30. Every week a new Isaac assignment will be available. They sound like little side missions or some shit. They added some new guns. Some new high-end guns. Added a 201 plus score bracket for highly leveled players. I'm assuming for Dark Zone. And then it looks like they just fixed a bunch of shit that was all the shit that was broken. There's way too much to read here. I'm not gonna read all this. If you want to read it, you can head to their website and see the full patch notes there. There's a lot of fucking information there.
So the Division, yay!
Yeah, you know what the problem is? I have to go back and play the Division because I bought the Gold Edition with the Season Pass, and I'm not gonna let my money go to waste. I will get my...
Aren't the incursions free?
Yeah, the incursions are free, but when the DLC comes out, I'm like... Then I'm gonna definitely go back and play it because I spent all the money on the DLC. Like, I might as well play it, you know? I thought it was going to be...
Good for them for releasing some incursions through update. That's really nice of them.
Yeah. Well, I'm expecting the DLCs to have incursions too. Like, at least one incursion per DLC. So
I get you, yeah.
Yeah. By the time the DLC comes out, we'll have 3 incursions. That's not bad. And then the last thing here is screenshots from Vampire. And I had to remind myself why this was important. Vampire is supposed to come out next year. But it is made by the people that made Life is Strange. And it is a completely different game from Life is Strange. You are a doctor, right? In London.
Mm-hmm.
In the olden times. But you're a doctor who has become a vampire. So, by the way, this article I'm reading from, where's this? LazyGamer.net. It says in here, according to the press release, the protagonist will be Dr. Jonathan Reed, who swore I believe the term the doctors use is Hippocratic Oath, right?
Mm-hmm. Hippocratic Oath.
In this article, it says Hippopotamus Oath. And it made me laugh pretty hard. He swore...
the Hippocratic Oath is do no harm.
Hippopotamus Oath. Yeah. And so, I guess the context for the game is he's a doctor, and... yeah,
I don't know why that might... I don't know why it took a little bit for that to kick in.
Hippopotamus Oath. I don't know. It's funny, though. But they released 3 screenshots. So, this is a action RPG, and you can go through the game without killing anybody. Which is interesting because you're a vampire, so I don't know how you're going to go through without, having to suck somebody for blood. One of the screenshots is of him biting the shit out of somebody's neck. Another is him walking in a graveyard. And another is him in town taking a dead body, I believe. It's an interesting concept. Like, to have a doctor become a vampire. I'm interested in the fact that it's an RPG. Like, I feel like the skill tree would be pretty good. Because vampires normally have pretty cool skill sets anyways, like, they can either become a bat or, like, turn invisible or have, like, seduction, that kind of stuff. So, I feel like it could be really cool. I'm excited for it. I just hope it's one of those things where I haven't read too much into it because I might just buy it, when it comes out and then just play it. So I'm not, like, ruined by it. But I don't know if it's coming to consoles like it did, did Life is Strange come out on consoles at the same time it came out on PC or no? I thought it came out on PC and then it came out on consoles.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping it comes out on consoles when it releases on PC. I'm assuming PC first because that's generally how these developers go. So I'm very interested in that, so we'll see how it goes. There's a big whole quote here. Yeah, see, it's funny because in where they quoted from the press release, it says Hippocratic Oath, but they spell... How do you spell hypocrite? Hypocrite? Is it spelled like hippo? I'm pretty sure it's not. But in here, it's also spelled like hippo.
I don't know.
It says Hippocratic.
I'm a physics major,
like
not an English major.
This is driving me nuts. Now I gotta know. I thought it was spelled with a Y, to be honest.
Pretty sure there's only one P in it. Hippocratic.
I can't spell because my keyboard is all fucking... Oh no, not Hippocrates. He's a physician.
Thanks for that, Michael.
Stupid autofill. Yeah, it's spelled with a Y. With one P. Hypo. I'm not picking on this guy that wrote the article. I just thought it was funny. His typo made me laugh. You know, honestly, you know what I bet happened? I bet he typed this up on a fucking Mac. Because Mac likes to do that shit to you where it autocorrects your fucking words and just other stupid ass words that you're not trying to say. Which happens to me all the time when I go to turn in essays and shit. It'll say something random as fuck that I didn't want to type. So, anyways, I'm gonna take my hippopotamus oath to never again say Hippocratic. I'm just gonna always refer to the Hippocratic oath as hippopotamus oath now, because that's funny.
Yeah, I feel like you need to. I feel like you need to become a doctor just to say that.
That's a lot of schooling I have to start over. I
Hey,
don't know how I
dude.
feel about that.
Comes with the territory. You want to say that phrase? You gotta earn it.
God
But
damn
anyway, that is. I'm pretty sure that's all the news we have for today.
it is.
Check us out on Ambassador
Black Ops
on our
games.
whatever.
Definitely.
Why?
YouTube.
Particularly
Yeah.
Black Ops Zombies.
That's where
I did
we're
play
at.
World of
I'm
Warzone.
pretty sure
Where I
it's
am
slash
right
Ambassadors
now.
in Gaming. Or
I'm on your
MLB.
screen,
And as soon as it hits
phone
the
screen,
as soon as
Me
it
on
hits the
Twitter,
download
too.
computer
marketplace,
screen,
Facebook.
or
all that
your
good
TV
stuff.
screen,
Sorry, what was the last thing you said?
even maybe your tablet
as soon as
screen.
it hits the 360 download marketplace,
Where I'm
gonna be a happy
everywhere.
camper.
I'm on a sugar high. I
Alright,
really need to calm down.
I really need to go to sleep.
Anyways, I
So
found the
Maybe I'm-
original source article. I was
Anything with a
talking about.
screen, I
so
feel
what- I
like it
guess
is
what happened
possible
here
for
is a
me
bunch of
to
people
appear.
Quit
What are you, the
Infinity
Grudge?
Ward originally in 2010 when
You're
World War II
right.
got
I'm just gonna cry.
and then so 26
You
I
have
expect
7
me to
days to
crawl.
play this game.
38
Yeah, I'm gonna
employees
crawl
filed
out of your
lawsuits
TV.
against
And you're just
Activision
gonna hand them some shit
for
game that they don't
royalties
want to
and
play.
alleges that they were held
Right, I'm just gonna
for
crawl out and give you like Terraria for 3DS. Be like, play it or die.
I don't understand how
probably
you
what
could
happened is
give
they
them
had to
something
solve those
digitally.
lawsuits
No, I
by
guess the
those
girl
people
from the
or
Grudge is a
whatever.
digital image. It could work.
Shitty as that sounds.
We can make this work.
You never know.
Anyways,
can
we
make
should
it.
go.
The whole side of the story is 'cause
We should
they
go.
usually only
I'll show you
reveal
another
people's
toy
story
before
and
you
never
all go.
what the publisher is, so they
I got
can
one of
tell
those
you
Lego
that.
Architect Eiffel Towers,
Why?
and I
won't
put a bunch
you
of
stay
superheroes
dead?
on it.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
more or less.
We've
I'll
got
tell you
Iron
what
Man and
somebody said when I
War
was
Machine.
in, one of those PAX panels.
They're like in poses and
Dark
everything,
Division.
dude. I was
They were
ready.
talking about the process
I was
of
ready.
game development and how they hire people and then
Yeah,
before they get
got
them
the
like
Joker trying to
and then
got the
they get
Joker
them
trying
for
to
the
climb his
game
way
and
up, and
start making
Batman's
games.
like,
sometimes they have to hire more people in.
"What you doing?"
To meet deadlines or let people go. Like,
So,
let people go once the game's
that's your
complete and out and that kind of shit.
Chris's toy
Uh,
corner,
And they're like,
and
"That's more or less
don't
how it
ever
goes,
think that is
unless
something
you have a
dirty,
money machine." And
because
you
it
can
is
just go,
not.
"Oh, money machine, please
Kind
give
of
me
toys
money."
you got in that
Okay,
corner.
thank you. And then I go make my game. And somebody just that
The
dude
kind for little
says
kids,
on the
and
other
don't.
side of the panel, they're just like, "So if you
Oh,
look
you
at
did.
Activision,
Okay, I'm gonna go
or
now.
Blizzard,"
I
and
didn't
I was like,
come out the way
yeah,
I
whatever,
meant to.
man. "Yeah, they're
The
just
kind
like,
that is
"Magic
approved
money machine
for
we need to
children."
make a game, please. Here's a
Okay.
bunch of money. Thank you."
Legos and such. Okay.
That
Christ.
cracked me up. Those guys. have
Okay.
So much fucking
Alright,
money.
goodbye.
Activision
Bye.
has so much money, it's ridiculous. Like they, not last year or 2 years ago, either last year or 2 years ago, their financial reported that they made $4.3 billion in a year. They profited $4.3 billion. Are you fucking kidding me? That's so much money. Holy shit. It's ridiculous, dude.
I hope that the one thing I do not like about the Call of Duty is or not the Call of Duty, is the newest Call of Duty. I don't like that they got rid of the one-hit melee.
Yeah, I agree. It does kind of suck. Well, now people just use combat knives. Now you just have assholes running around with a fucking combat knife. It's the worst shit ever. That and they did ruin it. They ruined one thing for me, and they added these. Have you seen the one-hit pistols yet? There's one-shot pistols you can get now, but you can only get them from the black market.
Oh wow, that's crappy. How much ammo do they have?
Like 10. But you can get them akimboed. All the
That's
all the pistols can be akimboed. So
that's
like
donkey do.
yeah, it is. So you just have some asshole running around with these like they're basically mini fucking crossbows. So they just run around with them and they're just like, you're dead. One fucking shot, you're done. Doesn't matter if you get hit in the chest, the foot, whatever, you're fucking dead. It's awful. I was like, I really wish you wouldn't have done that. Because that was really shitty. The melee weapons were fine when they added swords and bats and whatever, like, that's fine. But, like, one hit guns, it's kind of not cool, guys.
Like they added the Annihilator in. I thought that was cool for like
Well, yeah, that's a super, though.
that's a super, yeah.
This is just a gun. Like,
No, it's Donkey Do in the
Yeah.
shape of a gun that
Yeah.
fires Donkey Do. Everything about it is Donkey Do.
it's not okay.
Now that I'm finished talking about animal excrement, that is all the articles we have today. Do me a favor, let me know in the comments. I got a camera arm and I've got this new camera angle, so now I can sit closer to my computer and you can see some of my apartment. Isn't it pretty? But just let me know what you think about it. Please talk to me. I have no. I'm just kidding. All right,
Give us a reason to live. Just kidding.
I wasn't gonna take it that far. But
Attention,
anyway,
please.
you done?
Yeah, I'm done now. Go ahead.
I'm Ambassador Chris,
I'm Ambassador Michael.
and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Goodbye.